Gentlemen, let me ask you a very direct question. How many times did you get up to use the bathroom last night? Twice? 3 times? 5 times? If you're over 60, you probably think this is just a normal part of getting older. A weak stream, that feeling of never being empty, the constant fatigue from broken sleep, you've been told to just accept it. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not the full story. For many men, these frustrations aren't just about age. They are the direct result of a few simple, everyday habits that are quietly inflaming and enlarging your prostate. The good news? There are also simple habits that can calm it down, improve your flow, and give you back your sleep. My name is Dr. Emily Carter. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for over 25 years, I've helped thousands of men navigate the challenges of prostate health. I've seen men who were convinced they needed surgery find incredible relief by making a few small changes. In this video, I'm going to be very direct. We'll uncover the 4 biggest mistakes that are secretly wrecking your prostate, and I'll give you the 4 healing habits to replace them with. No complex theories, no expensive pills. Just simple, powerful actions. You can start today. So stay with me, because the first mistake is something most men do for hours every single day without a second thought. All right, let's start with the habits that are working against you. Understanding these is the first step to taking back control. The first habit is deceptively simple: sitting for too long. Whether you're at a desk, in a car, or on the couch, prolonged sitting is one of the worst things for your prostate health. Your prostate is located deep within your pelvis. When you sit for hours on end, you are putting constant, direct pressure on it. This pressure restricts blood flow. Think of your circulation like a garden hose. If you put a heavy weight on the middle of the hose, what happens? The water flow on the other end becomes a weak trickle. That's exactly what's happening to the vital blood flow that delivers oxygen and nutrients to your prostate and removes waste. Poor circulation leads to inflammation, and inflammation leads to an enlarged prostate and all the frustrating symptoms that come with it. I recently worked with a patient named David, a 8-year-old retired accountant. He spent his whole life at a desk and his retirement watching television. He was getting up 5 times a night, and his stream was incredibly weak. He was convinced his prostate was just old. I explained the pressure cooker effect of sitting. He was literally slow cooking his prostate in a low circulation, high pressure environment for 8 to 10 hours a day. The problem wasn't just his age, it was his chair. Be honest with yourself. How many hours a day do you typically spend sitting down? Type your number in the comments below. You might be surprised how common this is. The second mistake is not about if you drink water, but how and when. Most men live in a cycle of dehydration all day, followed by a flood of water in the evening. When you don't drink enough water during the day, your urine becomes highly concentrated. It's darker, saltier, and full of waste products. This concentrated urine is a major irritant to both your bladder lining and your prostate. It's like pouring sand into a sensitive engine. Then, to catch up, you drink 2 or 3 big glasses of water after dinner. Your body can't absorb it all at once. This just floods your kidneys and bladder, guaranteeing multiple trips to the bathroom all night long, further ruining your sleep and recovery. Think of your body's hydration like caring for a houseplant. You wouldn't let it bake in the sun all day with dry soil and then dump a gallon of water on it right before you go to bed. You'd give it a steady amount of water in the morning and afternoon so it can thrive. Your prostate needs that same gentle, consistent hydration, not a desert and flood cycle. Do you find yourself drinking most of your water in the evening? Type yes or no in the comments. Let's see how many of us have fallen into this trap. The third mistake is completely ignoring a crucial set of muscles that control urination and support your prostate: the pelvic floor. Most men don't even know these muscles exist. Your pelvic floor is like a muscular hammock at the base of your pelvis. It helps control the flow of urine and supports your internal organs, including the prostate. As we age, if we don't use these muscles, they become weak and tense. A weak pelvic floor leads to leaking and a weak stream. A tense pelvic floor can restrict blood flow and even mimic the symptoms of an enlarged prostate. I had a patient, Frank, a 72-year-old who was very fit. He walked every day but still struggled with dribbling after urination and a feeling of urgency. He was frustrated because he felt he was doing everything right. I explained that while his leg muscles were strong, his pelvic floor was weak and forgotten. It was like building a strong house on a crumbling foundation. The support system for his urinary health was simply not there. Before watching this video, had you ever heard of doing exercises specifically for your pelvic floor, like Kegels? Type yes if you have, or no if this is new to you. The final mistake is fueling your body with foods that create chronic, low-grade inflammation. You can't see this fire, but your prostate can certainly feel it. Foods high in sugar, refined carbohydrates like white bread and pastries, and unhealthy processed fats trigger an inflammatory response throughout your body. Inflammation is your body's natural defense system, but when it's switched on all the time, it starts to damage healthy tissue. The prostate is particularly sensitive to this. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. George, a 65-year-old patient, loved his morning routine: a large coffee with 3 sugars and a donut. He couldn't understand why his prostate symptoms were getting worse every year. I explained to him that his breakfast was like pouring gasoline on the small, smoldering fire of inflammation in his prostate every single morning. He was actively making his condition worse before his day had even begun. What is the one sugary or processed food that you find hardest to give up? Share it in the comments. Your honesty could help another man feel less alone in his struggle. Okay, we've identified the problems. Now for the most important part, the solutions. These are the 4 healing habits that directly counteract the damage and support your prostate health. The antidote to sitting is simple and free. Strategic movement. I'm not talking about running a marathon. I'm talking about becoming a circulation pump. The best habit you can adopt is taking a 10 to 15-minute walk after your biggest meals, especially dinner. Walking engages your leg muscles, which act as a powerful pump, driving blood up and through your pelvic region. This flushes out inflammatory byproducts and delivers fresh, oxygenated blood to your prostate tissue, helping it to heal and decongest. Remember David, the retired accountant? I challenged him to set a timer and get up and walk for 5 minutes every hour, and to take a 15-minute walk after dinner. Within a month, he told me he was only getting up twice a night. He said, "I feel like I'm finally letting my body breathe again." He didn't need a pill, he needed a pump. Do you make an effort to walk after your meals? Type yes if you already do this, or I will start if you're committing to trying it this week. To fix the desert and flood cycle, we need to adopt smart hydration. This means drinking your water at the right time. The rule is simple. Front-load your fluids. Aim to drink 70–80% of your total daily water intake before 6 p.m. Start your day immediately upon waking with a large glass of water to rehydrate after a long night. Then, sip steadily throughout the day. After 6 or 7 p.m., slow down dramatically. Have only small sips if you're thirsty. This keeps your urine diluted and non-irritating during the day, but it prevents your bladder from filling up and waking you all night. This approach turns your hydration from a destructive flood into a gentle, cleansing stream. It gives your prostate and bladder what they need to stay healthy during the day, and then gives them the peace and quiet they need to rest and repair at night. It's the single biggest key to reducing nighttime bathroom trips. Are you willing to try the front-loading water challenge for just 1 week to see how it affects your sleep? Type "I'm in" the comments if you'll accept the challenge. You can strengthen your forgotten muscle with simple exercises called Kegels. Doing them correctly is key. To find these muscles, try to stop the flow of urine midstream. The muscles you use to do that, that's your pelvic floor. To do a Kegel, simply squeeze those muscles. Hold for a count of 3, and then relax completely for a count of 3. That's 1 rep. Aim for a set of 10, 3 times a day. You can do them while you're driving, reading, or watching TV. No one will even know you're doing them. This simple exercise strengthens your urinary control and improves blood flow right where you need it most. Remember Frank, the fit man with the weak foundation? I taught him how to do Kegels correctly. 2 months later, he reported that the annoying dribbling had stopped completely. He felt more in control than he had in years. He had rebuilt his foundation, 1 squeeze at a time. Now that you know how, do you think you could fit 3 sets of 10 Kegels into your daily routine? Let me know with a yes or no in the comments. Finally, you fight the internal fire with cooling fuel. This means choosing foods that calm inflammation instead of causing it. You don't need a perfect diet. Just focus on adding a few key things. Eat more tomatoes and tomato products, which are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that concentrates in the prostate. Add cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, which contain a compound called sulforaphane that helps your body fight inflammation. And consider drinking green tea, which is packed with catechins that have been shown to support prostate health. What about George and his sugary breakfast? He swapped his donut for a bowl of oatmeal with berries and his sugary coffee for green tea. It was a small change, but he told me after 2 months, "It's not just my bathroom habits, doctor. I have more energy, my mind is clearer, and I just feel cleaner on the inside." He stopped pouring gasoline on the fire and started using water instead. Of these 3 tomatoes, broccoli, or green tea, which is your favorite or the easiest one for you to add to your diet this week? Share your choice in the comments. Now, it's crucial to understand this. These 4 healing habits don't just work in isolation. They multiply each other's effects. When you walk after a meal, you improve circulation. When you're properly hydrated, that improved circulation can deliver more nutrients from the anti-inflammatory foods you're eating directly to your prostate tissue. And when you do your Kegels, you're strengthening the muscles in that newly healthy, well-nourished environment. This is not a case of 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 4. It's a case where 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 10. You're creating a powerful, synergistic system for healing. Gentlemen, listening to this might feel overwhelming. You don't have to change everything overnight. The goal here is not perfection. The goal is progress. Your objective isn't to have a perfect prostate in a week. Your objective is to make 1 better choice for your body today. So here is my challenge to you. Just for the next 7 days, I want you to pick 1 habit from this video and stick with it. Just 1. Maybe it's the 15-minute walk after dinner. Maybe it's front-loading your water. Maybe it's swapping your sugary cereal for oatmeal. Pick the one that feels easiest and do it consistently for 1 week. After that week, come back to this video and leave a comment telling me what you did and what you noticed. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to start their own journey. If you found this information helpful, please click the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more straightforward health advice, and share this video with a friend or family member who needs to hear it. You could change their life. Thank you for your time. Remember, you have more control over your health than you think. Start today.